Check this out.
How do we go from nothing to everything? And so there are some attempts at dealing with that. And actually, this is an interesting fact that Joe Rogan himself has been talking about publicly a number of times on his podcast, is that he says that he's interviewed a bunch of people, cosmologists and scientists and philosophers, and nobody's been able to give him a sufficient answer of how we answer that. And I said on his podcast, a lot of people want to deny the virgin birth, but not, but then uphold the virgin birth of the universe. I think,
Oh, that's devastating. That's pretty good.
because like I said before, why deny one and not the other? If everything can come from nothing, then is it that much of an impossibility for a virgin to be with child? Well, not really, and not considering that there's a lot more going behind that was predicted hundreds of years before that thing actually took place. And so that's where I think there's always going to be individuals who are going to attempt to come up with solutions to, and maybe they're very intelligently sounding, but I want us to actually think about these in a concrete manner and say, okay, everything came from nothing. Well, there are certain scientists out there who want to start playing around with the word nothing, and you find out, well, they're not actually talking about no thing. They're actually talking about something. And then we're back to the original question. Okay, well, where does that nothing come from?
Right.
If it isn't no thing, if it's actually something, I still have the question of what happened? What caused that spark? How did everything fit on a space smaller than the head of a pin and then turn into the universe around us?
Right. They're starting with a cosmic soup with a cape on. It's a supernatural thing that either way they have to invoke some type of supernatural, because they're saying that chemistry was always there. It always existed, which defies the laws of science. What happens when they turn the script and say, well, okay, very well, where did God come from?
Well, I think it's a category error, because we don't claim that God came from anywhere, right?